I'm really big on different types of communities joining together. That to me is really important, and to see like all sorts of different people from all sorts of different walks of life come together and experience music together in the one space, in the one moment. That's a really special thing for me.
Rest assured, in the shadows we will find a place where you and I reside. The rest of the world can watch while we take flight.
Hey, I'm Ecca Vandal and I'm an artist from Melbourne.
The last time we spoke was 18 months ago, and since then I have released my debut album, which was really exciting for me, and I did my first national tour in Australia, which was unreal. And then I was really lucky to jump on the Incubus support tour, so jumping up with them to open up for their shows across Europe has been mind-blowing.
You want it all?
I've been in London since May, and it's now almost October, so 5 months. And it's been a whirlwind. It's been an amazing time. I've been really lucky to do some amazing festivals that I've always wanted to play at. In between that, just been jumping in the studio to try and write as much as possible. So my album, it explores a whole bunch of different stories and emotions, basically. Like, some of them are quite personal on how it's been like for me to be an artist in this current climate, what it's like to be a female artist of colour. And then there's also things that I feel really compelled to write about, which is like the global refugee crisis that was happening at the time, which is still happening, and also just, you know, women's rights. It's just important for me, especially for women, to know that they can use their voice in any way that they want, whether it's fierce, whether it's loud, brash, abrupt. You know, you can express yourself in all sorts of different ways. Community is huge for me. I think culturally it's sort of something that's in my blood, you know, coming from really large families in Sri Lanka and being raised in the early part of my life in South Africa by the Black South African community. And then coming to Australia and joining the rest of our extended Sri Lankan family in Melbourne. You know, I come from a punk rock background, and I come from a soul hip hop background and jazz background, and typically those worlds do not collide or interact. So what I love to see is like those communities merging. It's really exciting right now because there are a lot more artists who are coloured, a lot more artists who are female, who are killing it. There's amazing talent coming out of Australia, and it's about time that they're getting recognised around the world. It's a great time right now, and I've seen a shift. Radio play, funding, government funding, that kind of thing. I think there's a lot of Indigenous artists out there that need exposure. But it's exciting and encouraging to see the shift has started, and we're on the way. My vision for the next generation of the industry, particularly the music industry, is to see artists who are free thinkers, who push against the boundaries, who realise that there's not just one way of doing things. You are who you are, and you don't have to fit into stereotypes or norms in society. Anyone who's been criticised, you're not alone, because we're all experiencing the same stuff because we're human. Just remember that to back yourself through it, and remember that you can actually get yourself out of it. I have been able to inspire others through music, which has been amazing, and it still blows me away because, like, even in a live show, like, I really love speaking to the females, and I kind of call out the females, which I just want them to be seen and heard in that moment, and I want them to scream. But you know, I've had people write back to me after the show, females, just going, hey, I just wanted to say that I nearly cried because I haven't felt valued and appreciated, and the fact that you spoke to girls was such a moment. And I never thought about it in that way, but you know, it's incredible that music can do that. Look, life in today's world is tough for everybody. We're caught up with image, and I think the thing that I like to remember is life exists off screen, offline. The more you stay online and get stuck on the screens and, you know, try to navigate through that lens, you get really lost. Having real engagements and interactions with people, it's the most fun. I think that's where we come alive.
Hi, my name's Ecca Vandal and my voice is a voice for change.